Today on the Celestial War.
How do I remember?
Are your parents
you know
here?
where you are right now, Jonathan?
I don't know where my parents are.
Where are you from?
You know.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
He literally just asked.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
you did?
asked that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think my mom and my sister are here, but I don't see my father.
Dark. Dark.
Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Audio Dungeon. I am your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Ross Mataro, Damian Scrow, Dan Isgro, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, Tom Kokoza. Guys, today's episode is Season 4, Episode 19. Rob, what is the name of this episode?
A rose stolen?
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
What a guess on my part.
That's
no,
amazing.
you can tell them the truth, Rob.
This is an unprecedented day. I wrote the title for this episode.
Wow.
That is right.
Streak is broken.
Is that allowed?
Rob, I'm going to tell you the
Apparently.
truth. Rob took me out back in the studio and beat the shit out of me. And then he says, I'm naming this episode no matter what you say. It's about time that people hear what I have to think.
That sounds
So,
right. Yep.
Very happy that.
I said, fine, man.
it
Do it.
worked.
Wow.
Do it.
That is very Rob Spataro.
poetic.
And as I mentioned before, we only have a few episodes left of Celestial War. And after that, we are going to start a new show called Arcane City. And that show is going to follow the events of the Celestial War. So again, there's only 6 episodes left. Whatever they do, whatever these guys here at the table and on the virtual call do, you're going to see that they are going to change the world in a very big way. Because it's radically going to change how the quest pans out for the next one. You know, if someone dies, for example, or if you guys, I don't know, ruin the world. I don't know. if you save it, ruin it.
How much worse could it possibly get?
Yeah, well, with us running around,
God.
anything's possible.
We've made it worse before.
Yes.
It's Rob, don't worry. We've made it worse. Let's,
yes.
You want to see us screw it up? We're going to screw it up.
If we can find a way, we'll mess it up.
Don't worry, Rob will just take Tony in the back and have him put everything back together again.
and see what happens. You know, will Brooke kill herself this week? Will Rob make a speech that ends the world? Yeah, will Damien hold until the world is destroyed in front of him? Will Mr. Blackwater pass him and he still have no idea who he is? Will Tom fireball the world to death?
Not next quest.
Who did I leave
Very
out?
likely.
Vin? Will Vin steal the rod from everyone in the group?
Not next quest.
That's good. I knew in the beginning of this of Celestial War that you were going to do that, by the way. I told you, I said, I think you know what you're going to do. There's no way Vin makes a thief character, and I put this magical glowing rod right there, and he does not steal it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I changed up the way I was going to play a character a lot from the beginning.
From then to now?
Yeah. Well, no. From like originally, like I was going to play him totally different, and it was going to be a lot weirder.
Sometimes characters evolve.
Yeah, that's what happened. It kind of like,
You know, they're
They
put in
grow up
these
right before your eyes.
situations and they go through these trials.
I think we actually got the nice version of Thistle.
I think
You
so
did.
too.
You
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I-
You did.
Yeah,
You
it would have
did.
been way worse. Yeah,
You did. You got the nice version.
Consider ourselves
Unexpected
lucky.
behind.
Take what you can get.
You got the nice version.
Like this, backstabbing guy. Who's
No, he wasn't
kill-
going to be
He was
backstabbing.
going to kill us all in our sleep and take everything.
He may have been broke.
Wow. Just thieving
Could have
us,
been so much
robbing us
worse.
blind.
Yes.
No idea.
And guys, let's get started. Last week, you guys are now on the airship above the Chronomancer's Tower in a dramatic change of events. You have now with you Tomb Mage and Alabaster. So no one would have thought that, but that's the way it worked out. And here we are. So you guys are now in the airship, and you're trying to figure out where you're going to go. And you have a new person with you. You have Adrian's character, Gordon, with you right now, who's kind of like just sitting on the sidelines. And you're all kind of sitting around the room Kind of like one of the scenarios where everyone's just trying to figure out what to do, and some people are sitting on cargo crates, some people are standing up, rotating around a couple of lanterns in the middle of the room, and you're just having this big gathering. You have a lot of the fan player characters with you by chance, and they're there. You have bits of the crew. Liv Moore, who's captaining the ship. You have Lump. You have Sparky. You have, like I mentioned, two Mage and Alabaster. And
Is Volt with us still?
Volt is with you is also.
Cool.
So you guys are, Lauren Hicks is just shouting, "Look, 2 Mates lives!"
Yes.
Yes.
So exciting.
Yeah.
And you can thank Volt for that. Evan Moniz, Evan brought him back.
You did.
These guys definitely didn't do it.
No, it wasn't us.
I gotta tell you, I didn't even think that was gonna work. I'm very impressed.
He told me a long time ago when he did it. I was like, right. 'Cause he
right
said that.
away,
He goes,
he was on
he goes,
that.
I'm going to get him back so one day. I'll figure something out. And I was like, okay, I don't think that's going to happen.
Tony loved that
It's true.
character way too much for it just to disappear into the sunset like that.
Yeah, but without Volt, I don't think it would have happened.
and I agree.
Tony was ready to, move
I agree.
on, I think.
He was heartbroken by it. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I was upset.
See, there was a,
Two
there was
Mages.
a-
But he
there
wouldn't
was a
bring it
little
back
awesome.
without good reason.
That's right.
No, you have to. I may want to, so it's my agenda. I would love to have him back in, but if you don't give me a strong enough reason, then that would be it.
Awesome.
And it would have been
He's here.
easily would not have happened if nobody saw 2 Mage and nobody told him specifically to do this. So
Yeah, no, we totally have Volt. Thanks for that one.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so guys, you can take it away from there. You are sitting down with Alabaster. He just sat down. You've brought him up to speed, if you remember. So he is Alabaster from the past, but now you've given him the information about the future up till now. So for the most part, he's pretty much current. He hasn't experienced it, but he's pretty much current in the whole thing. 2 Mage apparently in a couple of some small talk basically is saying that he has been waiting and preparing in the background, and he's doing a lot. It's been for 22 years of him preparing for this moment almost. So you kind of hear him saying that, some people in passing, and then you guys finally get together and have this big meeting on the airship. Liv Moore is there, and the only question Liv Moore has for you, she wants to know is, where are you guys going to take the ship? Do we have Adrian with us yet?
Oh, wasn't the plan to take the ship to?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. Okay, I was just about to text you. Awesome.
Wasn't the plan to take the ship to Sunken City with the rod?
That was part of it, but I kind of stopped you guys because
Yeah.
it seemed like there's a lot of information at the end. I didn't want to overwhelm you, and you guys can figure it out now. So, guys, take it away. Go for it.
Well, I mean, like I was saying earlier, I mean, we really can't teleport with the rod, so the rod's gonna have to travel, stagecoach.
How much time do we have left?
Not enough time.
Right.
So I mean, we gotta get down to
The 9?
back down to hell, right? I mean, that's where the fire elf is, right? And in order to get his help, we have to go back down there. And then we have to somehow go and get to the Queen's fortress where the lion is. How we're doing this in under 2 days, I have no idea.
We do have a lot to do, 2 Mage. We do have a lot to do. Gordon, is there anything else you can tell us about what the Fire Elf told you?
And he's sort of like just been like in thought and like disturbed out of that. Sorry. It was. I'm just trying to remember. Come to the tower and Arcane City. Do any of you know what that is?
Some who live inside of Solst call Solst the Arcane City.
Okay, he said to go towards that,
Go to Solst.
if that's the Arcane City.
Well, that is interesting because we need the rose, so we would not do that without that. But I'm curious why he would say that. How did you come to us? How did he give you the information to come seek us out?
He came to me in a vision, and he said that he would grant me power that was given to him through a bargain. Is that the rose? Is that?
Well, from what I know of the followers of the Fire Elf, they are warlocks and such. They make bargains with the entities. I believe that we've I have encountered a few, and I believe that you have all encountered a few followers of the Fire Elf before, besides the bow that Abyssia has on her. Well, so what was the bargain?
I was supposed to come here and look for the bow and then head towards the Arcane City. I don't know. I mean, I have some powers from him, I think. I mean,
Is there anything else that he told you that you could help us before we start to figure out what to do next?
He said, I mean, I didn't understand all of it, but he said my life was precious, and just when asked for a direction, head towards the Arcane City.
Your life was precious. And did he give you any power? Did he bestow anything upon you?
Yeah, he said he would. He instilled me with some. Yeah. It was a weird dream. It was a lot.
Alabaster stands up. He goes, I think I have the solution here. He stands up and he walks over to Gordon. He casts a spell, and you see Gordon kind of light up, and all of a sudden in the middle of Gordon you see like it's like almost like the emblem. You're looking through him and you see the rose is inside of him.
What the fuck is that?
We're allowed one.
Language. We want a clean show here, Adrian.
Oh my god.
You look down and you see the outline of like a road. It's a rose. It's like glowing red right now, but you're not seeing it. You know, physically, it's out. It's inside of him. He goes, it appears that somehow the Fire Elf has given the rose to this man Gordon, which means we must now just get to the farmer.
Well, that saves us a big trip. I mean, that. Yeah.
All right,
Let's go
So-
then.
Wait. So we
Solst.
gotta go to Solst? Solst.
That's what he said.
This is very
I'm just
fortunate.
making sure I'm on the same
This
page.
is very fortunate, but also very alarming. Remember, if Gordon dies, we might lose that rose. I can exchange the rose between him and the farmer if there's a moment of stability between the two. But if he dies on the route there, and I am not able to make the transfer, we could lose it.
So,
Okay.
transfer is you're not going to need to like do a big cut or something, right? There's going to be a magic.
I'll have to remove your heart. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
Okay. With a spoon.
I'll have to. But cousin, why is spoon?
Because it'll hurt more.
It's a good joke about my heart being removed.
I was going to say brain. I figured heart was scarier. No, I will be able to transfer it. It will all be done magically, as I imagine how he did it to you somehow. He's indeed powerful. I did not know he is capable of that kind of power. It makes me wonder of the state that he is in the core.
well,
At least now we have a destination.
that's another problem for another day. I think. What do we know about this farmer? What?
Well, there's much. Before we continue on right now, just to catch everybody up to date, for the fan player characters, Rob has a list on hand to say what the fan player characters are doing. Let's do that really fast.
Sure. So, Miss Starr gave the spell book that he found behind the library to Findalar and has been reviewing books online in the Queen. Find more information about that. Orlander and Leonard have been sorting and checking over the collected armor from the Sunken City battle.
And guys, by the way, as he's saying this, this is all stuff that could chime into you. You may want to ask them a question, or you can ask the characters that are around you, or it may help the quest. That's the point. Go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, so they've been taking that collected armor that they got after the battle and arranging it into types and sizes. Liv Mora had planned on talking to Alabaster, asking if he could take a look at if Alabaster can take a look at the dark armor they had gotten from.
So that Liv Mora is the captain of this airship, and there's no armor, I don't believe, unless someone has it on them, on the ship with them. They have to go back to Sunken City. Okay.
Okay. And Xander had wanted to take Archie, Volt, Thistle, and Botorius to the gnomish locked door in the lower section of the tower to look for Garthard.
So Xander, one of the fan, again, these are fan player characters actually playing along with us. They do make actions between. And if you want to play, join Patreon and join Discord, and you can start playing along. So Xander comes up to you guys, and we'll say when you guys were all talking before, he mentions to you that there was a door in the tower that they found where Garthard, the Dragonborn, went in there, and he never came back out. And they saw like a bright white light after that, and that chimes in with the story of Gordon seeing the bright white light. And you guys don't know what happened, but he's mentioning that that's in a tower below.
Which floor was that on? Was it the floor with all the doors?
You had to get to it by going in through a secret passage in the library, and it goes down the entire outskirts of the tower, all below the tower.
Okay.
You can continue.
Right, so that takes care of the characters who were on the airship. Meanwhile, back in Sunken City, Dew is arranging to get the ring he found below the Sunken City identified and plans to go ask Jinty for miners to help mount a rescue by clearing the tunnel below the Sunken City.
So they're trying to find you guys. They don't really, they're not aware of what you guys are doing, so they're trying to make their way down to where you guys are below, which is where Harold and Orella and whoever else they got with them.
Right, so he's asking for any help to try and explore the area below. Over in Rhaegar, Shiva is still alone over there. She's drunk all the fiery beers she made and is thinking of telling everyone the deep, dark secret only she knows. And is currently been seen stumbling around the city.
I want to know the deep, dark secret.
Yeah, this is interesting stuff in Rhaegar. And finally...
Sounds like a fun town right now.
And over... Argor is over in the Druid's Grove by Falindor, meeting with the Druids and learning more knowledge about his staff for battle.
Awesome. Okay, guys, that's your report for the fan characters. Thank you, Rob. So let's go right back to the story where we are, and you guys are in that that powwow in the ship. Go ahead.
Well, like I was saying, what do we know about the farmer and his current state?
So, Tony, we have memories of our past lives, right?
Yes. Like think right now in real life, trying to remember something that you did 25 years ago, and now think of something that you did thousands of years ago, and that's what it's like. You can remember it. It's not at the tip of your tongue.
You remember the person's there, but like
right.
Yeah.
So you remember that. Oh, I was that person, and it's like remembering a past life that seems like you have the memories, but you don't feel the same connection at all. But you have the memory.
I was friends with that guy back in the day, but I don't remember what the hell we did.
Exactly.
It's like high school. Got it.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right.
much.
So,
Yeah.
It's probably more like preschool.
Yeah.
It's probably really like preschool. Maybe you have a feeling.
it's a
You remember
little
like
tickle in the back of your head someplace.
I'm a boy. I can play with the blocks.
I got two distinct memories of preschool, and that's it.
What?
I'm not going over them now.
That is a story for another day.
Man.
Come on, tell us. Name one of them.
She was
I got
gonna
one.
tell
I
us
remember
all
they used to
in
let us
Rhaegar.
ride.
There's a reason for it.
Like the big wheel bikes inside. There was like an auditorium room. They let us and they used to let us like ride around in there on all kinds of vehicles. It was like chaos. I just remember like
explains a lot, Skro.
little kid like vehicles. Like
That's
the
why
big wheels.
That's why Skro is very
Oh,
defensive
man.
now. He's very worried because we was young.
right.
There are cars and trucks and trains coming out of all directions.
They're gonna run me over. I'm always gonna remember the danger and forget everything else. No, actually, it was really fun. It was like an awesome time. I remember it because it was so fun. Yeah, it was great.
Battle Royale.
Yeah,
We're very defensive drivers.
I want to go to
bro.
preschool Royale.
Yeah, well, now it's online.
It's good times.
It's online.
Now it's online.
200 stars with Scott Weber. Bribery. Sparky says, guys, I hate to say it, but Lump is right. Half of us got to go teleport to go free the lion, maybe. You know? I mean, what are you
I
gonna...
don't.
Do we think we could do both?
I split up the party.
Yeah, I think we need to go to Salst and free farmer first, and then
Keep an eye on this guy with the rose.
yeah, and then maybe farmer is the key to opening the lion.
Is the farmer in Solst?
Yes, the farmer is Silst. That's as far as I've heard.
Well, like I was
Handheld
asking,
is one who had him there.
what do we know about his current state? Is he?
I believe he is not in his right mind. He is without a rose. So I imagine they have him locked in a dark dungeon.
Oh,
I don't want to go in there with him. I'm quite worried about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some way.
Should I also be worried about? I think I'm also worried about it now.
What we'll have to do is make sure we at least get there, and perhaps right outside before we go in, I could try to transfer the rose. Then you would be fine, of course, Gordon, except for your heart, which I would remove. Still joking.
Well, hopefully he's reasonable enough to potentially negotiate with.
Well,
I do not think
I
there
don't
will be a
mean to
negotiation.
I'm going to be a Debbie Downer about this, but for what we remember of Farmer, for what I remember of Farmer, he was very powered, right? By
Insanely.
Yeah, but everything was like tinged with evil. He had all these powerful like evil artifacts that like he was being kept in check by the forces of good that were inside of him too, like the rose. And without that, he's probably not into negotiation.
So we get him the rose, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, you guys just beat like 5 giant clone men with the big sword, so
No. Let's be straight about that. He.
You pointed to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
let's
it's
be
just a
straight about
farmer,
that.
right? Like, I don't understand. It just do some magic to him, and
Well, sitting here is doing us no good. I mean, we need to at least get there and then figure it out.
Liv Moore's there. She's like, well, I can take us to Solst if we're ready to start traveling there.
What about the door here that Xander was talking about?
I don't think we have time for that. That's not on the to-do list that now, you know, it's not the top of the totem.
All right, we'll have to come back, I guess.
We'll come back if there's a world to come back to. We'll come back from.
All right.
My question is, how are we getting into this dungeon?
Nick Lurkin says, Abyssia, Earthsong Farmer into submission. Derek Luxon says, are they saying farmer? Yes, farmer, as in like person who farms. That's what I'm hearing. So he's the evil farmer. So he's not, so we call him, again, the story of Super Farmer is Super Farmer. Basically, he was just an NPC farmer that I think Tom threw a sword to him a long time ago, and he was supposed to be a throwaway character in the background. He lost his family. Trolls were enslaving the whole town. It was day one, you know, of the first moment of starting that quest. And every time I'd roll for him, natural 20, 19, natural 20. It was hilarious. We couldn't believe it. And then they decided to go on, and one guard was left, and Tom's character and the rest of the PCs we're gonna go, and I tried to move the story that direction. And then I said, okay, and the farmer stays back, who they all love now. They're all excited about him, and is a farmer, another NPC, and a guard. And I'm like, yeah, they're gonna stay back and fight, and then that's it. And they're like, we'll play it. And I go, what do you mean play it? They're like, let's see what happens. I go, they're gonna die. There's like 2 trolls. They're like, well, one's hurt, and maybe something will happen. And I go, okay, let's play it out. So we do it. Guard goes down. The other person goes down. I only do 1 damage plus like 2. I think I brought the Super Farmer down to like the farmer down to 1. And during the whole thing, he's rolling 20s. And he's rolling, it's either a hit or a 20, or they're missing like crazy. And he lives. So then I go, okay, guys, you're back at the castle. All of a sudden, you see the farmer show up. He's like, hey, and they're like, hey! They love the guy. They brought him along, and he became part of the team. Fast forward down the road.
15 years.
Years and years of playing with the character. There's one point where they go into that world, which the world is again in this whole realm of Andar. They go into that world's hell, and when they're in there, they need to take these powerful orbs, and they're too powerful to maintain. So they look in hell for the same thing that is in this quest, the Black Rose. He takes the Black Rose, he puts it inside of him, and then he starts holding these orbs that are evil. They don't want the evil to get out, so the farmer is taking all the evil stuff. The quest goes on more and more and more. There's more evil stuff. He keeps taking it, getting more powerful, and he's good. He's a really good person who's suffered a lot, who's empowered by all this evil stuff, and has only kept it balanced because of the Black Rose inside of him. And he went on until 20 years later, where he's
carrying his burden.
Yeah, carrying his burden. So that's him. So right now, Hadheld, when they crossed over from into the convergence, Hadheld took the Rose out to keep, because he knew he would be a threat, and probably had another plan, but you guys will never know what that plan was because he died. So Hadheld eventually brought the farmer to Solst. They have him locked up. The Rose is removed. He's not in his right mind. And that's it. That's the last of the epic characters that have come from the pre-Audio Dungeon stories from our quest at home. And that is the story of Super Farmer. So Liv Morris says, shall I go to Solst?
Yeah, we need to start going that direction. I mean, that's where he is. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you feel the airship start to make its way, and you guys begin your journey.
So Tony, I got a couple questions for you actually, as
Sure.
as a
Maybe we should
character here.
teleport ahead.
We could.
We could. All right.
we don't need the
well,
rod,
Well, no,
right?
wait, no.
For this part.
Yeah, wait. The rod has to go to what's it called? Sunken City.
So
Once
why
we-
are we taking it to Zolst?
Correct. I don't trust the rod in Solst.
There is a way to get down from Solst below into the dark, and that would bring us much closer to where the lion is.
But that's gonna bring the rod so much closer to the wizards.
Yes.
Oh.
I know.
Why are we bringing the rod to the sunken city?
Well, Alabaster was supposed to babysit it.
Alabaster suggested he could bring it to the Sunken City and wait there for the portal to go through, but also that was just his idea, not really knowing too much about the entire.
So I guess all right. So I guess everything's heading to the Sunken City. I mean, we could teleport there, which is probably a smart idea. At least we'll get a head start on
time,
it.
right?
Save some time on it. All right. So Tony, I got a couple questions for you. What do I know about Solst and the dungeons? If anything.
Solst in the dungeon.
The dungeons of Solst.
You thankfully has never been in the dungeon of Solst.
Thank
have.
the maker.
Me too.
Yeah. So, out of game, I'll tell you this: every single time before Audio Dungeon, Taylor and the people around her and her group, and you guys once, and someone else, I can't remember what the other team was. Every time they go to Souls, I have it planned like a normal thing, like it's
a mess.
normal hardness, right?
It's a mess.
But
Failure.
it always goes terribly, so bad.
So let's go there then.
Yeah, it's concerning. It's concerning that we can't seem to win.
I'm glad you
in
saved
Solst.
it to the end then.
I'm very
I did save it to
curious
the
as
end.
to like what information Thistle might have about this city and
Yeah, I'm scared about this. So you don't know anything. You don't know anything to help. You know that the arcane tower is below that is where they have most of the governmental areas like that. You have to be a citizen to be inside. So if you were try to sneak in, you have to be a known citizen. It's checked through magic. It's not easy to get into. Plus the outer shield that is around the entire city that you have to have the guards let you in. It's a wizard that will remove the shield and a spot for you to cross in. And below that is one of the two major dungeons that they have. The other one is in the Walking Tower, and it's in almost like a pocket dimension that they've created.
like the Walking Tower one.
Right, and that's far below. They said that there's enormously powerful items that I have on a list at home that are sitting under the arcane tower, and even something else that's wild. That I didn't create. Someone else did it. It's whacked out. It's down there. So yeah, it's an interesting place.
All right. Well,
All right, so
So how are we getting in?
Sounds
gonna
like Staten
ask-
Island.
Yes.
the whacked out part. Does- I'm gonna ask not only all of our NPCs and any of the fan player characters who are on the ship. Has anyone here actually been to Solst? Does anyone here have the ability to get us into that shield?
I unfortunately can teleport many places that I've been before, but I cannot teleport within the shield now that they've erected it. It's too strong, too powerful.
Right.
I've spent many years in Solst.
How long were you there?
Okay.
Seven.
Sorry?
So
How long were you there?
Oh, I was a prisoner in Solst for good 7 years.
you were a prisoner in Solst. Well, one, I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. But you know the dungeons then. You
Why
have
does this
any
not
idea?
shock me?
1,000 stars from Douglas Kramer. That is a reroll. Thank you so much. Got that?
Thank you,
Got it.
Joe.
50 stars from Evan Moniz. Would lemons, lemons? I never say it right. Lemons? Secret.
What?
Lehman's hut. You talking about that one?
Well,
Evan, I was gonna bring it up in a little bit.
Lehman's secret chest work for the rod with the rod. He wants to know if it'll work with it.
I don't know.
So,
I cannot answer that.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, all right. I was gonna bring it up in a little bit, man. All right. So,
One more thing. 500 stars from Keenan Brown, Xander. I understand that you have a quest to complete, but my friend might be dead. All I need is a gnome tech expert, please. He comes up, he says that in the meeting. And he's talking about, I'll speak for him. He's like, it's like, yeah, so we went down into the tower, and there's a gnomish lock that we just can't open, so maybe one of the gnomes could stay behind, and we can do that, if that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I got no problem with a gnome tech, but I mean, we can't. I mean, if
one of the gnomes are willing to volunteer.
I can stay back and help. I can stay back, and then I guess I'll make my way back to Sunken City. I'll get everybody ready.
all right.
Okay, I'll go with you. So they put
Worthy cause.
they put him on a flyer, and they take off back off. Okay, so Xander, you're going back in. Any other fan players or characters want to join them? You can let that be known in Discord. And Todd, please put a link up to Discord for anyone who wants to join and start getting involved.
all right. Hogar, I don't mean to relive bad times of your life, but you've been a prisoner in the dungeons, I assume. Do you have any? How'd you get out? How'd you get in?
Well, I wasn't kept in the dungeons. They treated me well. They treated me better than I should have been treated.
They're magically sealed.
Sorry?
The dungeons are magically sealed. We were there.
We were there. Yeah.
You?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Abyssia?
That's where we met Raphael.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. Okay.
And,
I do not believe those are the same dungeons as the one that the farmer
No,
is
I
in.
just kind of flew out of it pretty
Oh.
easily. Didn't seem to be.
What? You didn't fly
I
out
was
of
in
that.
my suit, and I just shot away while they were all.
Really?
that wasn't in the
You-
dungeon.
It was in the dungeon.
No, it was in
I thought
He
Seoul.
was in the throne room.
In like the throne room, yeah.
We were in the dungeon.
Let me describe the throne room. The throne room is this large grand hall, and the entire left wall is just open air. He's like, I got out of that
Well, let
dungeon.
me rephrase that. I ran away before they sent the rest of them.
That's a story I
was gonna
told.
say-
dungeons.
Yeah. You weren't
Okay,
even
that's the
locked up with us.
The
It
truth-
was Lump
That
and me and
you
Abyssia.
see,
Yeah.
you know he's been sitting in the tavern, Smithy's tavern, like, and then I was in the dungeon, the deep dark dungeon. I just flew out of there, no problem.
Yeah, no
Salt is a
problem.
joke.
I flew
was
out of there.
some sunshine.
It's like there wasn't even a fourth wall. I just left.
So wait.
We forgot to complete it.
So back to Hogar. Why were you there?
Well, he knows the Archmage, right? Was it involved with that, Hogar, and, that whole deal you made with him?
After all that went down, I traveled to Solst, hoping to find some kind of refuge. And, they gave me refuge by imprisoning me for a long time. I did have audience with Cerilius more than once. He knows me. He knows who I am. I'm not sure if he would hear us out if I told him the importance of us getting to the farmer. It's an option. I don't know how good an option, but it's an option.
Like, all right. So you were there. You were a well-treated prisoner, and whatever. You don't have to get into the details of that. Did you leave on bad terms? Like, will it be like a thing where
I feel
he'll
the
kill
butt
you
coming
if he
on.
sees you, or
No.
like, hey, you're just not friends, and he doesn't need to take your word for anything? Like, what kind of relationship are we talking about here?
He made a deal, and I was the bargaining chip.
Okay, I appreciate the. We dropped the sense of mystery. This is like, can you give me more?
So
Just tell us, Hogar.
Kanos wanted me to be freed. He wanted me to go on a mission with him. And Cerilius told me if I wanted my freedom, I could go on a mission with Kanos.
You went on a mission.
So now we're right back. We are right back to square one with more lies from Hogar.
Wait, no.
Oh, man.
No lies. No lies. He didn't tell us. That's not lying. That's
It's
just
not.
not telling us. And he wouldn't have said anything, and none of us would have known if I didn't push him. But let's just take a step back. He's clearly not with Kanos. Every time that I've seen the guy, Hogar's been fighting him. Okay? Nobody throw anybody off of any boats. Very high up. Look, we can hash all our interpersonal issues out in like 3 days. Okay? Just get past it now.
Hogar, is talking to Zerilius a legitimate option in your mind?
It's a last resort.
But it also would be a resort that we could not use if we are found digging through the dungeons. So I think we have a clear choice here. We either be covert, we try to get inside, or we try to go the diplomatic route. We could also do both. It is possible one team could go and speak with him, and one team could take what we need. And don't worry about asking for... I'd rather ask for forgiveness than lose the opportunity.
What's the odds, though, that we go to see him and then he imprisons all of us?
That's why if we do both, maybe there's more of a chance to lose people, but we would get the job done. So it's all up to you. We have many choices.
I feel like the last time we tried to do both, it didn't work out at all. Isn't that right?
That is right.
All right.
Last time we had choice. Last time I thought for myself, it didn't go well.
So, all right, we have... How long will it take us to get to Solst?
So one of the fan player characters, can you count the hexes on the map and let me know?
Well, if we teleport, we'll be
Shoemage,
there.
Can you get us close?
Be there in minutes.
outside the
Yeah, but
city.
we're not going to
If you teleport there, you could teleport close there, and yeah, that'll be instantaneous.
It'll be the first time.
Right. I don't want to go there and then figure out what we're gonna do. I'd rather figure out what we're gonna do and then decide if we're gonna go. Like, I just don't want
Where's
to
the
go.
fun in that, Finn? Come on.
Right. Look, we've clearly established that making plans is not our strong suit by any stretch of the imagination.
I can vouch for that from hundreds of years of working with you. Plans! We used to draw up the plans, and after a while, Thowin I would look over his shoulder, and I would see he just had scribbled drawings on paper. Just so everyone would think that there was a plan. And he would turn to me and says, like, there's nothing we can do. Just let them do what they're going to do. And I would be like, that's it, fine, let it happen.
It usually works out. Yeah.
Brought this guy.
So,
Who you say that about, Alabaster?
Yeah.
Who brought this guy to Alabaster?
Wow, you really turned on me there.
God.
Man.
We're old friends, Alabaster.
Yeah, it feels like it, yes.
Okay, so if we do the plan, split into two groups, one diplomatic group, one sneaking group.
Rob's immediately on board with the diplomatic group. And let's guess which side he wants to be on.
Well, beyond that, if we are going to sneak in, I mean, what information do we have any sort of specific
Remember
plan
what
for
happened last time we did this?
Yeah.
Where you were
No.
like, you showed up and you were supposed to do the talking,
Listen,
and it was like,
listen, we're either all in
remember that?
or all out.
I believe,
Right, Brooke?
I believe.
Do you remember? I was like, we'll just talk our way into the city. No problem. They lock us up like right away.
Which city was this?
I think it was when
Pick
we went
one.
to talk
Pick
to
one.
Yeah, really, pick
Ravensclaw.
one.
When we were
That was-
going after
Oh,
the guy.
yeah, Ravensclaw.
Like, right after
He
the
was
gold-
drunk.
the
You're all
gold thing.
drunk.
That was a very special
Yeah.
episode.
Oh,
Today,
yeah,
a very
was.
special
That's right.
episode
We were drunk.
where everyone
All right,
is
I take it back,
in the
Rob.
bag.
I'm sorry.
So, Alabaster
What
says
I'm
something.
saying, if Hogar is going to go speak to Zerilius, obviously diplomacy is not his strong point, so he's going to want to bring someone who has some political experience with him.
I believe I know the answer here in a way. We could discuss this much, and we do have the time if we are taking the airship. Not that I believe we should waste that time. But, if I am correct, I remember that the Fire Elf, he sent this man Gordon to be our guide. I believe we should trust the plan that he works out and see what he thinks. because you guys and your plans, no good. Let us put the faith in the guide that is set before us. So, Gordon, what do you think?
Me, yes. Ooh, plans. Yes, good.
Oh my.
Would they look at this and say, "Oh, that's cool. I know what that is." Sort of the rose.
Do they know what it is, or do you know what it is?
Like what the Solst people? He's asking. Like.
Yeah, Soul's higher ups would know what it is, but they can't see it like Alabaster just did. He casts a spell to view it. It's not in view anymore.
I can't believe I'm about to say this because I really don't think I would do well for it, but would getting arrested be the worst thing?
It could get us close, but their security measures are so tough to get out of.
You can't do like a zippy zop out of there.
No, I haven't learned that spell yet. Zippy zop.
Sorry.
I haven't found the spell components of Wiggity Wop.
Here's what I know. I was relaxing, sort of in the forest, and I was told to come to a tower, and then I got hit very hard by a drake, and then I fought 5 clones of a terrifying man, and there's a rose inside of me, but it's working out. So I think we go, and it'll be fine. I know counterspell. Do you think that would work on the big shield, or?
Gordon, what I asked you was, what plan do you think we can do? Should we just try to be covert? Should we use a diplomatic solution? Or should we do both? What, in your great wisdom, do you think we should do?
Oh, I think both is bad. I think we should talk to them. Just say world end farmer talk and good.
So there you have
Because
it.
if that doesn't work, then we can say goodbye, we're leaving, and then we can sneak back in. We can do both of them. We can't sneak and then do diplomacy.
Right.
Diplomacy and then sneak.
What do we
there's
know about
time.
Zerilius?
Okay.
As long as they're diplomatic.
I
back.
love this guy.
Yeah.
Only I don't think that's right. Only says 230 hours. I don't think that's right.
Oh, I thought it said 30 hours.
I see 230 hours in this.
Oh, we're dead.
30 hexes, so it's 30 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't fly there.
Yeah, that brings us to like 15 hours left.
15 hours? Oh, it's 1 hour. 1 hour. Sorry, it's 15 hours. 15 hours of fly there.
Oh, still. All right, so we got
So
don't have like 30 hours left.
So our guide is saying we should try diplomacy, and hopefully be so diplomatic that if they refuse our request, they let us go.
Well, what do
We can sneak in.
what do we know about Zerilius?
Zerilius was of the same world of Corin from me. He was obsessed with getting back to this planet, as many other wizards were. He crossed over like I did, so he did not have to be reborn through light and such. He did not lose his memory or anything. So he did make it across. He once contained the 4 orbs of the elements: fire, earth, wind, and water.
So is he reasonable? Is he somebody we can possibly reason with?
He has fought on the side of good before. I do not know his intentions, and that was a very long time ago. So, yes, in the past, but for now, I cannot say.
Wasn't he? He was the former and now current leader of Solst, right? Wasn't he deposed by Hadhel for a while?
There was a time he was promoted to leader, but he was demoted after a loss, I believe, to the Red City, and then now, once Hadhel was removed, he is now at the top of Solst.
So perhaps we could take the tack of, saving the world might strengthen his position as leader of Solst, that we would give him a full share of any credit that we had in saving this by allowing us to do what we do. And I don't know him, but maybe that's a diplomatic tack we could take.
And
to say that we would support his leadership if we make it through this.
And I feel
much
like
of an ally as he would want us to be.
I feel like us telling him that, relieving the tension of having the farmer in his dungeons
and anything potentially going wrong with it might help as well. I mean, especially if we're able to get the farmer back, sane, I guess, right? Sane? Is that what I'm hearing here?
If that is possible.
That's the goal.
So, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to run a supermax per se in their basement if they don't have to.
What is a supermax?
It's a rogue term. It's a prison.
So we'd be
Very, very bad people.
alleviating him of this burden.
Burden, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well,
So
we're selling him on a lot of wins.
I like it.
So have we decided to do one over the other?
So then I guess we teleport as close as we can. Approach the guards and tell them that we seek audience with Zerilius, right? Is that what we're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
At least we'll get there and we'll have time to at least attempt to try to get the Super Farmer. And if not, we're going to be put in prison. That's my guess.
Now, here's another question. If we're telling him that we need something that he has, he may ask for something in return.
I do believe that he would do this as well.
What do we have to offer?
Well, we ain't telling him nothing about the rod because that'll be his first go-to.
Which he might even know about. Maybe.
We don't have it. It's not with us.
I don't know. I don't know if this would be something to be interested in, but I've recently been gifted this very powerful magical tome. It's something I can give to him. Trade.
I thought you said that was yours.
It is mine. And if it gets us the farmer, give it up.
Well, hopefully we can bargain with him as far as like services, not goods. Maybe we can do something for him.
I can be very convincing, I think.
I think so too.
He sounds like a reasonable man. I think it's gonna work out great. Or else, why did the fire elf send me to do this?
Well, the fire elf has been through a lot. He's not all of that stable mind, and I would question his sanity a bit. But yes, why else?
Okay, I was feeling good there for a minute. I'm going to just forget the thing that you just said. Let's go to Solst.
I can't even.
Onward.
Oh man.
Gordon, listen. When we get to Solst, if anything starts to go down, you just stay behind me, okay? Consider me your personal bodyguard.
Excellent. How far do I have? Can we have a little bit of? Because it's a little too close sometimes.
Me cast a great spell.
No.
We cast meat shield and we protect him. No one even come close. There were five chaoses and time magic and
I still
no one
taste
touch
what
him.
you smell like. Please
Right,
just,
That's what you smell like.
I can definitely stay behind you. I think that could be arranged for sure.
It's all part of my magic.
Stay as close or far away as you'd like.
Right. Or me help also, like last time.
Just from over there.
You know what? Me just help anyway. Me just do.
Okay.
Me just do.
Lumpcask mask scent.
Oh, gee.
Mess scent. The scent is part of my shoe. Okay. So you guys
I can also
are.
try to talk to him if all else fails, and I can try to convince him.
Well,
But I don't know if it would work on my
let's
throne
not
would work
try
on
that route. I don't think we want to try tricking him. I think we actually want to try talking to
I
him.
agree. I agree.
Richard Wild says Mister will give spellbook that's spellbook that Tom's talking about that was found behind the library to Findalar, and he's going to review the other books he found. Mister like stands up and says, I also found these other books about the Lion and the Queen and a lot of the ancients and such, and it looks like somebody was trying to put together the exact history of the correct history of the world. Alabaster seems to perk up when he says that. He goes, I would like to see those books. Let's see. If they go to Souls, Mister says he wants to go with you as a way of them getting to pass the shield. He also has a way that they can stay and remain hidden. So, okay.
All right.
So apparently, Mister has a way to try to get you guys in.
So, if we want to try diplomacy first, let's try diplomacy first. Let's go out in the open, right, with like no intentions hidden, no sneaking into the city, any of that. Right, welcome to the front door, if you will. And then, if like our guide suggests that doesn't work and we're let free, then we try the sneak
Plan
in
B.
power. Right. So, Mister, are you a citizen of Solst, or are you just a resident of Solst? Like, will you
Out
will
of
you
game,
be able to speak on our behalf?
so out of game, I'll just tell you because he can't speak right now. But he was obviously he's a part of the exchange. He's one of the founders of the exchange, and he set up a chapter. But he's not in charge of right now. Someone else is in Solst for a while. So he wasn't a citizen there. He was, a part of it, but didn't get that high into society.
Okay. All right.
So, what if we have diplomacy and it doesn't work, and we all get locked up? Should one of us maybe stay behind?
But then
stay hidden?
But how are they getting in then? They have no way of
know.
getting in. We have to all either go in together.
All right.
I think it's an all or nothing plan, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't.
So with that, Mister, why don't you stay behind now? And if we don't come out in 4 hours from when we go in, come please try and save us.
Okay, I'll take it. He nods his head. Okay, so you guys are heading to there, and you're gonna be teleporting there. Yeah, we actually figured it out because of the airships. It is 30 hours to get there. They're saying, so it is quite a bit. But you guys are teleporting, so you'll be there soon. You guys have now. I'm counting the time you guys have used. You guys have now used 18 hours of time out of the 72. Okay, so who is going?
We all are.
Everybody.
You all are, I think.
Gordon is going.
Well, you have a lot of people on the ship. You have a lot of NPCs on the ship. I know.
Okay.
So I want to, if we're gonna go, I don't want this airship just traveling for 15 hours or 18 hours just over the ocean. We're not even able to find it or teleport back, especially if we have to go on the run. Is there some place that they can get to close and stay there safely and wait for us so that when we leave, we can get to them?
I thought they were gonna be transporting the rod though. Don't we need the ship to keep moving?
Yeah, but my point is that if we go and this is something that we could finish in a couple of hours, they're just gonna be somewhere over the water, right? Like we're not gonna know where they are.
It's true.
We could go somewhere.
It depends on what.
stay-
It depends on your plan because you guys need to think about if you are going to bring the rod down to the lion. There is a way that Two Mage was saying you could escape through the tower. If you don't want to go that way, there are other ways, and then that wouldn't matter.
So there's a spell that I am aware of that I want to try and see if it will help us move the rod while we teleport. Okay, it's a secret chest, Lehman's secret chest, right? So basically, this is a chest here, and I'm going to hold it on the ethereal plane. All right, so I'm going to put the rod in the chest. I'm going to put the chest in the ethereal plane.
Wait. Before we do this,
I'm not doing it. I'm just explaining the idea.
I understand, but is it similar to teleportation? Because if it's similar to teleportation, it could end up bad.
No, I don't think that it is. I mean, I'm moving. It's similar to planar shift. If you, right? I'm moving this object from one plane to another.
Okay. So are you casting the spell on? You're putting the rod in the chest.
So what happens is you cast a spell, it creates a chest.
And then you put the rod in the chest.
The plan is the way it would work is this: I put the rod in the chest. I move the chest to the ethereal plane, and then I move around the world as is. And then I pull the chest out of the ethereal plane.
I'm going to give you something else to put in there as well, if that's the case.
Well, I'm going to test it first and see if it even works.
That's fine.
All right. So that's the idea.
Should we put the rose in the chest?
It's already in the chest.
It's in the chest.
It's staying right there, right for now, until we decide that it's time to take it out. That's it.
All right.
Well
Sorry. I
played.
could not help myself.
Wow, that was so good.
It's already in your
That was
chest.
so good.
All right.
We got Scott. Scott Weber sent 1,000 stars. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
What's a reroll? Okay, so let's move along. Are we? You casting the chest right now? You're trying it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay, you cast the chest. It's there. It appears. And what are you putting inside of it?
I'm gonna put the rod in and see if I can move this chest to the ethereal plane.
Okay, you put the rod inside the chest. You close the chest. How's it work? You just put it in. Okay, close the chest.
I close the chest and then I move. I literally like cast a spell to move it to a different plane.
Okay.
Right? So it's not like it doesn't like I move it out and then I pop it back in.
You cast a spell to move it into the ethereal plane, and all of a sudden,
Oh no.
and it goes off as if you trigger the 1d 10,000 roll with that spell.
Crap.
Because you didn't just try to move it, you trapped it inside of magic, so you're making contact. So roll 1d 10,000. We're gonna see what happens here.
Oh man.
That's not gonna work.
And that's the day the quest ended.
Okay.
We might lose a lot right there. Gordon, if you're not familiar, what we do is this thing, if you hit somebody with the rod, it triggers pretty much a rod of wonder, which is a 1d 10,000 roll. And I have a chart here that gives me something different for every one of these 10,000 things. God bless the man or a person who made this up. Because that must have taken a long time.
6,784.
6,784.
Good number. Good number.
6,784. Here it comes. Okay, so what is... Okay, so everyone in the room, we'll just do it amongst you guys here. Everyone roll a d20. Whoever rolls the lowest, this includes Gordon, of course, is going to be the target of the spell.
Yeah,
I rolled it.
Oh no!
20.
1.
Uh-oh.
Oh
A
no!
10.
Oh no!
Anybody else roll a 1?
Oh my God,
I rolled
scroll.
14.
10.
Can I use a reroll?
No.
I rolled a 20. Sure.
You can, but everyone has to let you.
Whoever rolled second lowest is gonna be like, no.
Is it that interesting? Also, I don't know if we have rerolls right now. We might. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
We do not. Guys, we have 46 likes and hearts
haven't unlocked.
and 41 shares. You're so close. Get 50 likes and hearts, which is only 4 more, and 9 more shares, and you activate the totem, enhancements, rerolls. Awesome.
meant to
All these
be.
awesome things.
I'll take it.
Which I would really like to have when we get to Solst. If we get to Solst.
If we get the Solst after this mess.
See about this. All right.
Oh man.
Damien, I just texted you what happens to you.
Oh no.
Okay, so you don't see the effects of this right now. You see the rod come back out, and you saw the light. It scared you, but the rod is there, and you're like, thank God it's here. And so you think everything's fine.
All right. I think that was a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, it didn't work.
Let's not do that again, because we don't know what just happened.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't switch places with a potted plant, so that's good.
Everybody feels that's the
Yes.
rule of safety. Is there any potted plants around? Thank God. It could be my mother, my cousin. Who knows who it is?
Okay, but I do like this idea of this whole chest thing, because if things go sideways.
I do not believe we should cast any more spells involving the rod.
No, exactly. That's my point exactly. But we could put other things in that chest, because I didn't even know this was like a thing until now. Because if we get into trouble down there, and then he can bring us the stuff back to wherever the heck we are, it might help.
Okay. Out of game. Let's move forward quickly because there's a lot of talk. So what do you want to put in there, and then let's move forward.
Tom, I give you the my rod of opening to put inside of it.
Okay.
Okay, so
again.
A magical rod goes in. Anyone want to put anything else inside?
Nope.
Okay.
And
So
couldn't the rod have opened the shield?
No,
We can
I
just
doubt that.
Whack the shield with the rod.
No, it's locks and like anything with like not mechanical, but yeah, I guess you can say mechanical, but no,
Are you
it won't
sure?
work. It's not
Look
gonna
at
work.
the DM's face.
It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Trust
It's not,
me.
I know it's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work.
I eat the pendant.
All right, so
Oh, Evan just activated Champion's Luck. 5,000 stars from Evan.
Wow. Thank you, Evan.
Champion's Luck, I believe that all ones are natural 20s. Can somebody confirm that? So, guys, we have
Sure now. Sure now we get that.
There's a picture of it. There's a picture
Somebody
of a
had a
dragon.
polo.
It's awesome. Wow, thank you, Evan. That is awesome.
Thank you, Evan.
Okay, so you guys have that activated now. I believe all your ones are now natural 20s. And
All right.
that's pretty awesome.
So let's get there.
Okay, so you guys start teleporting. Two Mage is. Do you want Two Mage in with you or not in with you?
Yes. 'cause
Yes.
we
If you
need
bring him in with
to-
you, that's good. It's helpful. If you leave him out with you, that means that he can still be active and help you if you get outside. So you do one way you help yourself, one way you hurt yourself. You want him inside, you want him out.
Well, we need him. We need him to transfer the rose, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. So if you would have listened to me right now, you would have had a big problem.
I was like, he's trying to trick
So
me.
you do need him, yeah. Do you want to breathe oxygen or not breathe oxygen? You know what you want to do? You want it because if you don't breathe, you can focus more.
He's coming with us.
Okay, so he's with you, Lump.
That's
Yeah,
up to
he's
you
the
guys.
leader of the orcs. We need national leader to national leader.
Okay, so you have Gordon, you have Lump, you have Two Mage, you got the three here, you got everybody on stream, and that is it. Everyone else is staying. Okay, you guys teleport over, and he teleports you probably about a few miles outside of Solst. Okay, and you guys walk through the forest nearby. Okay, so you guys are outside looking in at this unusual place that you've never been to before. And you're walking along the path. In the distance, as you're walking up, you see is this giant domed city. and you see like this, the shield is kind of like this transparent and like blue kind of energy that is protecting it. Inside, you see the entire city is close together, a lot of cobblestone, a lot of buildings, and they have a lot of these intricate things going around. They're either like complex magic that is happening. It's almost like prestidigitations are around. It's like magic is so incorporated into the city, into the culture, that to look at this place is like, it's so foreign than anywhere you've ever been before. To look at Rhaegar, to look at Red City, to look at Solst, these places are completely different. You guys finally walk up, and you don't see any other people traveling on the road, and your group walks up to what would have been normally the gates, but you see on the inside, there's wizards there, and there's one more powerful wizard wearing yellow robes, and there's two other wizards wearing purple robes, and they're kind of just standing there, and they see you coming, and they seem to kind of like posture a little more defensively when you guys arrive. You can now role play.
No. No. No.
Finn?
Yes.
All right, I raise my hands up as non-threatening as possible. I say, greetings. My name is Findalar Locked On. You may have known me. I'm one of the heroes of Andaria, and I have been away from this world for a long time, and only recently returned. With me are some of the other heroes, all formerly known as the Blackwater Bandits. We come to seek counsel with your leader. The world is in danger.
That's how it's done.
I am sorry, but I cannot let you in. You are not known here.
I understand. One of us may be known here. I gesture to Hogar.
Hogar, you walk up.
Yeah. I tell him, Cerilius knows me personally.
When you arrive close to the shield, you almost can feel the aura of the shield. And for you, Damien, things start kicking in a little bit differently. You have a different perspective on life right now.
Check your phone for a second.
Okay.
Small
So
question.
they kind of look at each other. No, you can. It's just that other thing also. So
He says, "Well, you must declare yourselves all in your party, and then I will bring it. Forward, and if you're allowed entrance, we will let you in. I do remember you, Hogar. I do know your name. So who are you?" He looks over at the halfling.
I'm Thistle. Burr.
Okay, doesn't know his name.
I was trying to say it without the middle name, and I couldn't do it.
Thistle Burfoot Burr.
No,
I couldn't. Their names.
I could not say it without the middle name.
I look at Thistle. I go, this is Arky Fint.
And who are you? I will ask everyone who they are. Who are you?
Sorry.
I am Arky Fint, former mayor of the Sunken City.
I do know your name.
Ah.
And who are you, sir?
Me?
Bo.
This
I like
is-
give him a
Give
kick
me a
in like the
name.
leg.
I think I'm an elephant.
What?
What?
That's what I think.
What is the?
I asked, what is your name? You appear to be a dwarf to me.
I forget.
You forget?
I'm not sure.
Well, if you're an elephant, I heard elephants never forget. My wife thinks I'm funny.
Very good.
Like 3 for 3 with corny jokes today. We're good.
Botorius. Botorius, what is going on with you?
Your name is Botorius. Is this true?
Yes.
Our friend here has
Yes.
taken one too many lumps on the head, apparently.
And you are an elephant?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
No.
I'm so freaked out.
Well,
Botorius.
You start acting. What are you doing?
Bridge.
So explain to us what you're doing.
I feel like I should have a trunk. And
Finn, I think we figured out what happened earlier.
Okay.
I try to
All right.
I try to like bump up against somebody for a little bit and just like give a little
Take it easy.
This is
All right.
this is not-
Okay.
okay.
I feel strange.
Let's come back to this person. And he points to you, Gordon. Is it who are you, sir?
My name is Gordon Silveranth, and I am also part of this group. You'll have to forgive him. He gets uncomfortable around people who challenge him intellectually.
Ah, I see. Well, that is understandable. The nation of Solstice is very well known for our intelligence, so I can see how that is very possible. And who are you, ma'am?
I'm Abyssia Blackwater.
Very good. Okay, and what is everyone's?
You can see what's going on over here. It's just
I am a little alarmed at letting you in.
We will
You're-
try and.
Your
bring him
elephant.
to-
I don't know if I can get clearance to bring a man who thinks he's an elephant inside. Things are quite secure these days. What is
If
your
we
business
cannot
here?
Bring him back to his senses. I'll leave him here, I guess. We are here to see your esteemed leader. There is a matter of grave importance to the world of Andaria. Gargano is trying to break free once more. We have healed the elven tree to imprison him, but there are other ways that he can escape, and we are trying to prevent that from happening.
He looks.
Do that.
He looks over at the wizard who's wearing the yellow robes, and he hands over the paper to him. And the wizard says, looks at him and nods, and he disappears. We'll be back in a few moments. The guards walk away.
Okay.
Finn, how do we fix this?
I don't know. What's wrong with you? I cast detect magic on him.
You can only tell that he's under the effects of some kind of wild magic right now. And you're pretty sure he thinks he's an elephant.
I'm pretty sure I'm an elephant.
And that was the roll. Target thinks he's an elephant.
You should
Would
just be like,
Gordon recognize this as somebody who has experienced wild magic in the past as something that is sort of familiar, or?
If you're familiar with wild magic, you know it's just so chaotic that it doesn't surprise you, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at this guy.
All right.
75 stars from Lauren Hicks. Thistle, meet Murphy.
Yeah,
That's your name.
it really should be right after that blunder.
50 stars from Evan Moniz. Wanted to go. You can add if it plus. Oh, no, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't read this till now. You are up on the ship with all them. 100 stars from Scott Weber. Liv is gonna bang that rod on magic items like that. They are playing a Neil Peart drum solo. Jesus. The ship's gonna come back a flying banana.
The improbability drive.
Yes. Exactly. There you go.
That's great.
Does any? I don't have the spell ready. Can anybody remove an enchantment or reverse this mild magic on him?
I can do fire to him.
What?
Probably not working.
Do you want to have an invisible elephant man? Because I can do that.
Let's save that.
People wouldn't see it.
For now. Abyssia, do you have anything that could enchant him a different way or something to reverse the magic?
Well,
I mean, I can
we can always hit him again.
try to sing him to sleep, but I don't. A man that thinks he's a sleeping elephant. I don't think that'll be.
Could you put him in the chest just for a little bit?
I'm leery about. I mean, no, it's not big enough. But I'm also
Okay.
leery about casting any kind of spells that are too, razzmatazz in front of these guys.
I thought you didn't know that one. Oh, that I feel.
Okay, you see the wizards come back, and the captain doesn't say anything in the yellow robes, and he kind of nods, and he says, "Well, surprisingly, all of you are allowed to enter, even the elephant."
We thank you.
May follow me. You see the captain go, and you see like it opens up just enough for somebody to pass through.
All right.
You
Come on,
guys,
Stampy.
Yes.
you guys
Good
enter.
reference.
You guys enter, and you guys be walking through the middle of the city. It's kind of beautiful. There's like you walk through a couple different places. An open marketplace first. You see all the way on your left, and as you walk through, you see the giant arcane tower that's in the center that you've heard of, and some of you have seen before because you've been locked up here. And you see wizards walking around. You see just regular citizens walking around. It comes very evident to you, very clear to you, that everyone in this city has magic of some sort, and they're using it at low levels and different things like that. Eventually, you start walking through winding alleys, similar to like a Diagon alley kind of situation. You're walking through. It's kind of busy in there, and there's like a circular area amongst all the buildings where it's like open, and then eventually it leads you to that giant arcane tower that is everything. As you're walking in that area, you do see right after it that there is a large pool of water.
Oh,
And you
no.
feel the urge.
I
Oh,
go
no.
dip my head in it.
And what do you do? Show us.
Like, just like dip my face like in the.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Just like right in. Just right in.
The-
Face.
the
and,
wizard-
then, and then I'll do like a.
The wizard,
You do like the trunk, the water throw with the trunk.
the wizard just look at you and just.
I try to like splash it on the
Take-
rest of me with my face. Try
Takes
to
a-
use my face to.
Takes a mouthful of water and just like.
If he's done, we can continue.
I apologize. Yeah, can we?
Come on, Bo.
Strong people, can we just move them?
Yeah, it's not grabbing him.
Should we
Yeah.
hide all the peanuts?
I wrap my wings around him like should I
Peanuts?
gently
Do
guide
you have
him?
any mice? We can make it interesting.
I do not.
Somebody said peanuts.
Okay, so you guys walk into the arcane tower. As you
great.
walk into this area, you see outside this tower there is an opening, a clearing, and there are portals set up with wizard guards around all of them, and people are walking in and out of these portals like they're just regular modes of traffic. It's almost like people getting on the subway. People going in, people coming out. It's very busy. You guys walk past there, and you walk into the arcane tower, into this large building, and there are wizards everywhere. A lot of them are doing things with the government. Apparently, you can tell they have paperwork, and they're walking around. They're talking to assistants and such, and some are carrying vials and paperwork and scrolls, and it's just a lot of activity. You guys walk through. You're immediately lost within the first couple of minutes. It takes you probably about almost like 7-8 minutes to get to this large area, which frightens you a bit because it's an area that you've been in before, and it's that large room that I described to you before, where it's a large grand hall. It's the size of an auditorium, and one wall is not there, and it's just an open balcony that goes out. And you see a lot of people are there kind of around, like it looks like they're the citizens or they're lawmakers or whatever. And again, everyone is a lawmaker, but that means they're also higher wizards. Down in the depths of the room, you see sitting in a chair is apparently, it must be, Zerilius. And you're being brought up. You're brought up in line, and it takes about 20-something minutes to get through all the other people. And then finally, you guys finally make your way to the front.
I'm hungry.
Oh, you guys weren't kidding about this place. This place is huge.
Hungry.
Not now, Bo.
What is this? Hogar, you returned to me. Welcome back.
Aurelius.
How can I help you?
I don't have much time, Aurelius.
Hogar,
We
you
all
haven't seen me in years, and you have enough time to come visit me. I hope that you don't want something from me.
We need something from you, Aurelius.
Of course. I could give you your old room back.
No, thank you.
Let me
But
know.
Just please know that the end times are here.
Of course. Well, you will find that Sost is very prepared. What is wrong with your friend?
Excuse the elephant in the room.
You see the dwarf is like biting somebody's clothing right now. What is happening?
He got hit with some weird magic earlier.
Wild magic spell has been cast upon him. He apparently believes he's an elephant, and
You see sarcastic man. All of a sudden, you feel like you're back to normal again. Please refrain yourself from biting anyone else.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So I sense many things are going on. I can sense that one of you is carrying a rose.
Not me.
It is. Well, there we go.
Easy.
And I believe there is more, but this one is quite different than the ones the others. Some of you or one of other of you has. I cannot tell. But this one is special. Come forth. Elf, what is your name?
Me? Me?
Yes, you, Elf.
Hi, I'm Gordon Silverinth. Nice to meet you, Zerilius.
I am Zerilius, the Arch Wizard and head of state of Solst. And you are... I know you are Gordon, but you are what? Why are you here? Who do you come from? Who are you affiliated with?
I am affiliated with the Fire Elf.
When you say that, everyone starts going and looking at each other and like freaking out a little bit. The Fire Elf, eh? Go on. Go on.
He told me to go to a tower, and then I met them, and then he said go to the Arcane City. So we came here, and I have a rose. Yes, I do. I said I didn't earlier, and that was a lie, and I'm sorry.
I kind of nudge Findler. Findler, might be time for you to butt in here.
Zerilius looks around. He goes, "Everyone else, not of my private guard. You will leave this room." And you see the lawmakers and all the wizards like that. They start leaving, and behind them.
To turn around.
No, not you. And I
Oh, you stay.
Okay.
You see the ones that stay have these bright purple robes on. I'm sorry, not purple. They have these bright green robes on. And they're kind of on the outskirts. There's about 12 of them, and they kind of just stand there, as if there's some kind of elite guard. That's the kind of impression you get. In a couple of minutes, everyone leaves. So you come here bearing a rose. You tell me of the end times. We did feel some sort of great surgence recently. In the yellow light, I sensed the collector. So I suppose this is all from you.
Yes, or most of it is.
So what do you want?
In the dungeons, somewhere below, we believe, is being known as the farmer. That
Yes. Say no more. You wish to give him the rose, yes, so he could save the world with you?
That is correct.
I remember the farmer. I fought along his side several times. They called him Super Farmer, actually. Yes, I remember. Tomb Mage. I did not see you hiding back there. I prefer to keep out of the direct situation. Yes, I imagine you've done that for a very long time. I thought you were dead. No. Almost. Me and Tomb Mage have fought together. In another lifetime, perhaps. So... I'm struggling with this. I feel that I don't know if I want to get involved. Perhaps I could spare the entire city from the wrath of Dragano when he inevitably takes over. Or I can get involved and give you the farmer for the rose. I personally think he would kill you when you go in there. We've had lost countless wizards trying to cast spells on him and such. What do you have in return?
Question is, what do you need?
Besides, well, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
He sees that you were about to talk, and he goes, "I want to hear what Findelar was about to say."
Well, Aurelius, one, my Lord Archmage. Obviously, you would have if we win, you will have the thanks of a grateful world and be known to all throughout the world as the single person who saved us. The one person who had the power and the ability to do so. We know that Solst and some of the cities that we are more familiar with have not always been on the same side, but it doesn't need to be the case in the future. We would make sure that everyone knew that when no one else could save the world, that Sol stepped forward and did, that you stepped forward and did so.
Yeah, I feel like the not apocalypse is sort of a great, just sort of bargaining chip, you know? You want to travel, don't you?
Well.
I also have recently into my possession a powerful spell book that is granted access only right now to myself. If you allow us to go down and attempt to rescue the farmer, restore him to his former self, I will give that book to you. You will be the sole owner. Show him the book.
I will take the book. And I will allow you to see the farmer.
Thank you.
I feel like I would want something else. What about the rod?
The rod is needed by us to continue the mission.
So you have it.
We don't have it with us.
You just said you needed it, so where is it?
It's not with us.
We do right now know where it is, roughly. It's a place that we can get it, we hope, when we leave here. I don't know, and I don't want to promise you something that I can't deliver. I don't know whether the rod will make it through, but we do know that we need the rod in order to do what we need to do. If it makes it through, something you want to seal this bargain.
You have no other great item of power to offer me? I sense it on one of you.
I have another great item of power. It's true. Similar to the item that Held had.
I believe that item would suffice. You see, Held had the Ring of Andaria. And when it was in the hands of the citizens of Sost, we felt very safe, because we could ensure that nothing could be done to end this world. Give me the ring, give me the book, and I will forego the crystal rod, and I will let you see the farmer.
What if we give you the ring
No,
after we get the farmer?
No. You will give me the ring, you will give me the book, and then I will let you see the farmer. Or leave.
That's your call, Finn.
Aurelius, you always treated me well when I was your prisoner here. You're obviously no fool. So I assume you'll understand that we cannot give you items that we need to accomplish this mission.
I believe we have very different thoughts about this world. I'll tell you mine. Perhaps you think it insane, but I do not. You see, you're spending your valuable time and your days left trying to stop what's about to happen. Drogano is coming. You say he's coming soon, I imagine. And when you do, he will bring whatever forces around the world to stop him. And I realize this. When you do this, one of two things will happen. You see, I was part of a world that was destroyed, and I've seen civilizations before that destroyed. So, I'd gamble today. If the world dies, we will die with it. The people of Souls will die. I don't want to live in a world where I'm fighting a god. Maybe he'll side with me, and I hope that, of course, because then we can be left alone, and that's all we desire. But more likely, as I've encountered these incredibly powerful beings, we will not want to live in that world. If I stay out of it, you will do all the work. You will go save this planet. People will lay down their lives. Meanwhile, Sost will be at its full strength. So, I will not get involved, but I will make you this offer. The book, the ring, and I will let you have your time with the farmer.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. You said see, we get to talk to him. It's not like from far away and then we have to go.
You may enter the dark dungeon that he is in. Whether you walk out, that is up to you.
Okay.
I understand your point of view, and I understand where you're coming from. I understand that as the leader of Souls, your thoughts are always with your home, your land. I worry that I very much believe that this ring is necessary to do what must be done. So I offer you one last counteroffer. I don't know exactly what the situation was between Hogar and yourself the years that I had traveled. But I offer myself a similar situation if we make it through. That I will come here and do your bidding. You will have the ring when we are done. You will have me. But give me the ring to complete this mission. That is what I ask of you.
You would submit to a binding spell for this bond that you'd make. Therefore, if you break it, you would die instantly. It is a dark necromantic spell. Would you do this?
Would.
He looks over one of his advisors, and the advisor teleports away. Two minutes pass,
sure about this?
and you see a necromancer walks through the door. And you see his face is like bloody and it's all messed up like that. And like he looks at Azureus and he bows, and Azureus says, "The one here, we need a ritual bonding, please."
Excuse me, would you prefer someone who's like cool with the fire elf? Because that seems sort of like a big name.
We're fine. Thank you.
Okay.
The guy comes over and he asks for your arm. Do you give it to him?
Do.
He cuts your arm with the ceremonial blade. He brings the blood over to Aurelius. He cuts it now. And he looks at Aurelius. Findalar, I bind you to your oath. You will come back to me. You will not take your life in vain. You will do everything to survive in your mission down below when you fight Dragano. You will do everything in your power to safeguard your own life. If you do not, I will go after all of your allies, one by one. Your oath is that after that, you will return here, and you will do my bidding to whatever end I wish. Do you accept? You will also give me the book of Elderach. I can sense his aura all over it.
I do.
So it is bound. So the commander casts some spells. You feel like a pain in your arm. The wound heals, or at least it looks like it heals. It is done. Hand me the book. My men will bring you down, and you will pass safely through Solst. Give him the book?
I do.
In the Book of Elderach. He takes it. You see he's very excited about this book. And one of the wizards comes up to you and he goes, I will lead you the way down into the dungeons. Good luck, everyone. Come see me again. Finlar, I'll be seeing you soon. Out again, that could have went so many different ways. So many different ways. He takes you down below. You walk past some of the same dungeons that a few of you were in, that Abyssia, Lump, and Botorius were in, where you met Raphael. You walk down lower and lower, and you see all different sorts of people sitting in the dungeons you never sat before, you never met before, and they're just sitting there. They look at you, they get excited. They think they're going to be released, but no, you're just walking past them.
Anybody we recognize?
On the first level, no, there's no one you recognize. No one you see right now. Not yet.
Not yet.
You guys, you guys go down far below, and all of a sudden you see it comes to a door, and you see this door. He waves his hand, and the door, all the locks go, and a magic kind of twists off, and the door goes, opens up. You guys walk in, and you go down steps into a very large room, a large area. In the middle of this room, you see a darkness. I always describe the teleporting spells as like these white manipulating light in the middle, like, you know, sparking in and out of existence. You see a giant version of that, about 50 feet in diameter, and it's black. It's dark. Maybe there's like signs of purple inside of it. And he goes, "This is a dark dungeon. To enter is easy. To exit is another story. I have the power given by Aurelius to release you when you call."
All right.
How can we speak to you to let you know to release us?
Go to the outside when you see the never-ending shadow. When you are there, you will be in the outskirts of the dimension. I warn you. Inside is a very different place than you might imagine. It is ruled by the mind of those that are trapped there.
How many people are in this thing?
There are a few. One is the farmer. Two, I cannot tell you the other two.
Should we all go in?
Yeah.
All right. Just wondering what you thought.
All right.
Fine.
Let's go.
I guess we're going in, and I going in.
Okay. So you guys head inside.
I don't like it.
Oh boy, oh
You
boy.
walk into the
That won't
shadow.
be-
Does anyone not walk into the shadow into almost certain death? Anyone want to stay behind?
Certain death.
Anybody
thinking about it.
Anybody want to hold?
Holding.
Certain death.
Holding.
The whole brothers? What do you guys want to do?
Oh no.
No,
I go
we're
right
going.
in.
We're going it.
they're all like certain death. They're all just like onward and
holding-
forward. Let's go.
Well, we know it's there. That's why certain death.
Yeah.
The holding. Very strategic.
That's when we get inside, then you'll see us.
And you'll
What's
see
the
us
inside? We're here, guys. Here comes the enemies. Hold, waves.
We don't hold during minor decisions like this.
Yeah, exactly.
like the scene in Braveheart when they hold, except you never stop holding. Hold a little longer.
The camera just gets that keep getting that like infinite zoom on their face.
Right.
Hold.
The camera's like 5 miles away. So they've already killed everyone behind you. Damn it! I was so ready.
Missed it again.
All right.
You guys walk into the darkness.
Oh Lord.
Yes. So, guys, you walk into a pocket dimension. Yes, there's a soul here that was good. But surrounding that soul is some of the most powerful evil I've ever delivered in 30 campaigns of my quest. He has all those items. You walk into shadow. After you cross through the shadow, it feels very cold. You immediately feel like it's almost like you're in a room with surrounded by ice. That's how cold it is. You're immediately shivering a bit. You walk around, you see each other. That's about it. You can roleplay.
Stay together.
So what do? We just call for him? Like, is this how this works? Do we just start yelling his name or something? I mean, they only told us there was 3 people in here, right? So, I mean,
I would do so delicately to start.
We take the rose out now and just sort of hold it out.
I don't know if that's wise.
Okay.
I could take the rose out now, but I would say let us hold, since I thought we would be under.
Right into my trap.
You said hold. You said we should hold. Okay. Sorry.
But I feel we should wait before doing it if we do not have to. Do it in haste.
Yes.
When you guys walked in, Lump jumps in front of you and goes, I will go first. Lump cast enter. When he enters. That's how you started that.
Nice.
Scott, did I miss 1,000 stars that you gave? I might have missed one.
Yeah, you missed one.
I did? Okay, 1,000.
wow.
Thank you so much for 1,000 stars.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Scott.
that.
Scott.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
Scott knows he's gonna be on the show right soon, so he's like, let me ensure my success.
Don't want the character dying on the
Here's
first day.
$1 million. Whatever we need to have, ensure when I'm ready to go.
Load up that totem.
load the totem up before you go on.
He's gonna
He's like,
preload.
I'm gonna use those rerolls.
Hey, whatever.
That's great.
Lump says, hello, farmer guy. You look sad. Can we give you flour?
Beautiful.
Hello?
I love it.
Beautiful.
Well spoken.
Beautiful. Yes. Well done. Well done.
I'll hold. You give him the flower.
Hold. You guys walking around and you just walk around in the darkness and you don't see anything yet. And it feels like anything could jump out at any moment, but you don't.
Is there any way to like? Is there any way we can reach out to him? Like, I mean, I don't know how we.
Tony, can I see anything?
I don't know. Maybe how we call out to him.
As of right now, Abyssia, your vision is no help to you here. Everything is just some kind of weird magical field. Nothing can permeate above. And I guess the only information I can give you is that everything seems very much in flux. Like it is in flux. It looks stable now, but it also at the same time it's in flux. So however confusing that is, that's what you feel. Kyle Wright says, yes, let's make noise in a dimension filled with 3 of the most powerful creatures, one of which is filled with evil objects. Yes, this is a wise plan.
Do we get any type of like sense besides cold
in this place? Like, do we see anything besides just pitch black?
It feels, the more you walk, it feels evil, feels dark, feels dangerous.
I pop on my red goggles of the Predator. Do I see anything at all?
You look around. No, just darkness for now.
I guess do we just keep walking?
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't even.
Hold on.
We can't even.
I shoot a flare down in front of us.
Jeez.
Yes.
You shoot a flare down. The flare makes it the light that you would expect. The ground seems to be like dry, arid stone, rock, dusty, and it's cracked in many places. It's not the ground you would see of like a stone dungeon. It's the ground of like a wasteland, but it's gray.
I wanna like touch the floor. Like, does it feel like stone? Does it feel like
it feels
dirt?
real.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You touch the ground. You look up, and you see there's like a boy, probably about 7 years old, and he's just standing there, probably 25 feet away, and there's like a light on him coming from somewhere you don't see. He's outside of the flare.
Don't like that. Don't like. Is the farmer a small child?
Do we all? Everybody sees this, or is it just me?
You look around. You see everyone's looking.
Okay.
Everyone's checking to see everybody else.
Hello? Hello? We're looking for an old friend.
Are you the farmer? Do you have any opinions on crop rotation?
He starts walking towards you.
Oh no.
Is it the same boy that we saw with the grandfather?
No.
Question.
Is it?
I could have written the story in a connection that way, but you killed that mindbender. You
Is
killed
it
him.
the farmer's son?
You think all sorts of things you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer to.
I'm gonna be right here, and Gord's gonna cast greater invisibility on himself.
Okay,
he's casting a
he
panic
disappears.
attack.
That didn't surprise me.
Little boy, what's your name?
I'm Jonathan.
Where are you from, Jonathan?
I don't remember.
Are your
Do you
parents
know
here?
where you are right now, Jonathan?
I don't know where my parents are.
Where are you from?
No.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
He literally just asked.
Yeah, I just
you did?
asked that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think my mom and my sister are here, but I don't see my father.
Dark. Dark.
Where are you from, Jonathan?
How many times?
How many people are gonna answer this question?
Wow.
Hey, Jonathan, where you from?
Maybe he's a forgetful ghost. Let's keep asking him the same question until he goes insane.
Tell him really. Tell me really, Jonathan.
Tell me, Jonathan.
Where's your mother from?
Don't beat around the bush.
I have a question for you, Jonathan. It's very different. Where are you from?
Where are you?
Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
What? Can I ask him what time is he from?
You can ask him anything you want. Go ahead.
He's just not gonna remember. Never mind.
I don't know. Okay, don't answer that question.
What time are you from? Like, what is...
What time are you from?
He breaks out his sundial in the dark dungeon.
Maybe he's
Not
not,
sure.
a kid.
There's a disembodied voice from about where Gordon was. Are you like an evil kid? Are you gonna be evil in a second, or are you cool? Do you know the farmer? Is he around?
I'm very cold, sir.
You're very cold?
I
You
don't
are cold.
I don't think I'm evil. I hope not.
Well, where is your mother and your sister?
They're here somewhere.
Can you bring us to them?
I don't know where they are. I think I'm lost.
Well, we'll help you. Okay?
Will one of
Guys,
you?
I'm so uncomfy right now.
Will one of you take my hand?
Go on.
Oh boy.
Take his hand.
Who?
What? Yeah.
Who will take my hand?
Gordon's gonna cast Mage Hand because you can cast and stay invisible. I mean, it's only a minute, so I don't know how long.
He gets scared. He goes,
But he's gonna
"What
take
is
his
that?
hand with the Mage Hand.
What is that? If you are dangerous, I will run."
No.
It's just magic. It's fine. It's Mage Hand.
I don't
It's a
want
cantrip.
any magic.
Jonathan.
Easy, Jonathan.
Jonathan, take my hand.
That is a very big hand.
I can't reach it. It's like you're in another dimension.
We're so close.
Except if only I can get my hand closer. You take his hand, and all of a sudden, for everyone, everything changes. Kind of overwhelms you for a second, and you're all in this cave. And there's 2 torches on the walls, and there's fire on the walls as well, on the torches. And you're in like a cage, and you're all dressed like peasants. And you see he takes your hand and he looks over and he goes, "Mom!" And he runs over to his mom's on the floor, and she's actually already dead. And his sister is there, and the sister's trying to shake her and wake the mom up. You're all now in some kind of like cave, but caged in.
Do we have our stuff on us or just peasant garb?
Right now, you only have peasant garbs. You don't see your stuff. You have no weapons.
Are we in the same cage as they are?
Yeah, you're all in the same cage. No weapons, no armor.
Do I have a vague recollection of this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not good.
Like I said, dark, man. Dark.
Yeah.
I was right on the money, but
Yeah. Oh man, this is the origin. I look around. Do I see him?
No, I don't know who you mean. You look around and you just see the shadows of weird creatures in the distance, but no one's coming up right now.
I look. I ask Jonathan. Jonathan, is your father here? Is he in prison?
I don't know where he is. All of a sudden, you see shadows of large creatures come in, and you see these giant trolls walk around a corner, and they go to the cage next to you, and they look at you. And they move so quickly to like near you, even to the cage. It kind of frightens you, even though there's a cage between you. And they kind of like laugh. They walk over and they eat the people right in front of you.
Aww.
And they're laughing and just eating all the people. And the girl basically screams and she kind of passes out. And Jonathan is like screaming and yelling, and he's running to the other side of the room. Gerald Sheets goes deja vu. Oh no! Does that happen in your past as well? Scott Weber says, meanwhile, somewhere in Adaria, Livermore is smashing the rod against magic items like a pneumatic drill. Lauren Hicks says, you're going to endanger us. You're going to endanger our client, the nice lady who paid us in advance before she became a dog.
Ghostbusters, man.
Yeah. Oh. I was like, what? Oh.
The lady who paid us in advance.
Oh, yeah, they're all. Look, I'm going back right now. Everyone's like talking about Ghostbusters.
Every week. It's every week. Oh, it's funny. Is our cage open, or is the cage next to us? You said
no.
Is there anything in our cage? Any items of any sort?
No.
If we like feel like, is it an illusion? Like, does it feel like peasant clothes? Does it feel like our
Yeah,
stuff is there?
it feels real to you.
Okay.
Feels very real.
I assume that I am now visible again because again it's just a myth.
Yes, you're visible now. Yeah.
I begin to like look at the cage and see how it's locked. Like, how does it appear to be locked?
It looks like it's locked with like a giant key, but you don't know much more than that. The trolls are just eating all the people next to you. You're just watching it.
How far away are they through the? Are they like? Is there a cage? Can we reach at the trolls?
They're close, but not that close.
Okay.
maybe the nearest troll is probably like 10 feet away, so almost you could reach.
Tony, can I like try to imagine the key in my hand?
Sure.
And, like think about having the key in my hand.
Yeah, try to imagine it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I imagine the key to the cage in my hand.
Okay.
No, I guess not.
No, nothing happened. I'm just messing with you.
Such a jerk.
I'm just messing with you. Nothing happens. It's a good idea, but it doesn't happen. You feel when you do that, your idea was, maybe I can create thought and control it. You believe that you have no control over this world. You are trapped in someone else's vision, thought, memory, horror, nightmare.
The people that are in the other cage, they're alive, correct?
They were.
Or well, no, I mean like they're eating.
alive
No,
in
but
the
what I'm saying is like they're eating them alive. Is my
Yes.
point. That's what,
It's horrific.
okay. Finn might be, trolls, fire.
Richard Weil asks, what races are they now? You guys are all human.
Oh wow.
Can you do any of your magic, Finn, and get us out of here? Or I mean,
Just to save
or even
time,
stop the
you
trolls.
try to cast your spells, abilities. You realize you do not have them. You are only peasants.
All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like reliving a past life right now myself. This is really bizarre.
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah. So.
What was your character's name? Do you remember?
I don't think I can do anything.
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Hey, Jonathan. Why are we in a different place than we were a second ago?
This is where we always were.
Oh.
I wish we weren't here. Can we leave?
Jonathan, where is your father?
I don't know. I lost my accent.
Am I wearing do any of us have like belts on or like belt buckles or anything like that?
Sure.
Okay. I take mine off if I have it.
Sir, please no.
and I try to
Let's
use.
not make this worse.
I want to try to use. Relax.
Oh my God.
I want to try and use the metal, like the piece that you would like put through the whatever. I don't know what the hell it's called. Yeah.
What's it called?
I have no idea.
The tongue.
Oh, the tongue, like the metal part. That's what it's called. It's actually called tongue.
Yeah. The part that goes in the holes.
Yes. I want to try to use that as like a makeshift lock pick and try to get us out of the cage if possible.
Sounds good, Steve. Let me know. Okay, so you do that. You take the piece out that you need, and what do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to unlock the cage.
Okay, roll d20. And use your pick, the normal pick locks as you would.
Well, I rolled a 19 normally.
Okay, so the door opens. When you,
I kind of like, I don't do it.
So it is open? Okay.
Yeah,
I was just going to say. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing like pop, hey!
So you have, everyone, please, I have an announcement. I have opened the door. Please head down to cell 3. I have opened the door. Thank you.
Any trolls?
I kind of like.
Trolls.
Yeah.
Cell 3 is open.
I kind of like dummy the lock so it's not like looks like it's open.
Okay, so
I turn back to him. I'm like, I got it open.
Okay, so you open it up and you see they're just about done eating the other ones, and he's like, one goes, I am still hungry. Let's start on the next cell.
Are there any weapons or anything outside?
No.
I'm just asking.
There's nothing. They start walking over, and immediately starts reaching into the cave, and he grabs the girl quickly, pulls her in.
Oh.
And Jonathan's like, no! I mean, no!
Get the boy.
Might be time for us to get out of here.
Yeah.
The other one that reaches in and just starts to see if he can grab anyone else.
We just gotta leave them all, right? I mean, this is.
No.
Isn't this
Run.
what?
No.
We like seeing. We gotta get out of here.
Yes.
Okay,
we
but
like
is
seeing
this
his
happening
past.
right
We're
now?
all gonna die
or
too.
are we in a memory? Are we in?
I fear if we are eaten by the troll, I will really be eaten. That's not going to happen today. That's
Okay.
no.
All right. So where are they in relation to like the door or the lock on the cage? Are they?
They're close, and they seem they're reaching through right now because they're just lazy. They don't want to walk around, and as they can't reach, they just start coming around, going towards the door.
You guys ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
No.
All of a sudden, you see a couple of people run in who have like sword and like armor on, like leather, and like one person has chainmail, and they have weapons, and everything else, and they come in and they throw a sword at the one of the trolls, and the trolls immediately turn around and just like look like they're shocked that someone's attacking them. You guys see them. They turn around to face them, and you see one guy that, Tom, you recognize is Super Farmer, and you recognize your old character, Stagmon, who's with them. And you're seeing the situation almost like from both sides, which is a very odd sensation. And what do you guys want to do?
Time to go. Pop open the door and head on out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run and hide behind myself.
Hide by myself. That's always safe.
Jonathan, I think we're going to leave the cage. Would you like to come?
I don't think
He's crazy. He's crying in the back. Obviously, this is scarring for a child.
Okay, you hide in here. Okay.
Guys, we're going to go into battle. If you're going to go, Rob, you can go first if you wish.
So the trolls.
Hold.
Here it comes. I see. He didn't want to say it, but he was like, all I want to do is hold.
I go and sprint and run behind the super
You're full
farmer.
of it. What do you really want to do? Do you want to hold?
I was going to say, what's the exact situation?
So you are in the cell. You can walk around where Vinny is, and then you go right into the hallway that goes deeper into the cave, and then out, you imagine, to what is the mouth of the cave. Simple. Get out of the cell, go left, go right. All the people coming in are coming in from the right. What do you want to do? 6 seconds.
Come in and run out and go to the right.
I don't believe him for a second.
Not at all. Not at all.
Run out. Go to the right.
Okay, run out and go to the right. That's
I smell bullshit.
Go ahead, make a roll. 1.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
Oh, it's a 20.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was going to have so much fun with that. Evan, you have taken it away from me.
No fun.
Okay, so you roll a natural 20. So you walk outside,
I'm like ducking and
and one of the the troll turns around, and you pick up the blade and jump on him and push the blade into him further. Sound good?
yes.
Okay, so you push it through him, and he's immediately just drops down to his knees. He's hurt pretty badly. Notorious.
All right, I see that amazingness, and I just thought, all right, I'll run in and join in, try to attack. Oh boy. I guess this is just gonna be a.
You can keep your regular attack and everything else.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One attack since you're running out there.
Okay. Sorry.
6 seconds.
18.
18 is a hit.
All right. Awesome.
Just enjoy your fist.
Yeah, you kind of just punch him.
I mean, yeah. So that's like this, right?
Yeah. Plus your strength.
Nice.
You still have your strength.
Okay. Cool. 8.
Okay, just keep on. He jumped on top. It's like poof, poof, just punched him in the side. And Vin, you can go up next.
I run out to the right and see if there's anything behind the people I came in to like.
Run
help.
past them?
Yeah,
Okay.
looking for weapons or something.
You run around the corner, and you see that there's people out there, and they're fighting some trolls outside. And that's your whole round, running out there and just looking out in the cave. And if the mouth of the cave isn't that far in, so that's what you find out. Bissia, you can go next.
Do I see the troll?
You see the troll? Yes, you all see the trolls.
No, but I see. Okay, so I go and I attack with 3 of my bows. The closest troll
don't
to
have 'em.
me.
Which bow do you want to use out of the 3?
Which bow do I want to use?
Yeah. You said you want to attack with your 3 bows. Which one do you want to use?
3 bows?
No, I said I want to use my 3 arrows.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said?
Yeah.
When you look back at this video, you'd be so embarrassed because you said 3 bows. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I love to mess with you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I miss you.
I miss you guys too.
You don't have any bows and arrows.
Oh my god! Okay, hold on.
She's like,
We're also peasants at the moment.
You're in peasant clothes. You have nothing.
Can I breathe the fire? Can I breathe my fire?
We're also human at the moment.
No.
What do you mean no?
Because we're humans at the moment.
Yeah,
too.
you're not who you were.
Yeah, we're like.
because
normal
Tom tried to use
peasants.
magic and he told them that there is no magic.
Yeah. I just went and punched a troll because
That's what you do.
I don't have anything else on me.
Okay. So I
6 seconds.
I punch the troll as well.
Punch troll. Roll d20 for me, please.
Troll punch.
Somebody's getting
2, 4.
Oh.
You run out. You go to punch a troll. You end up punching the rock in the wall, and you hurt your hand.
Ow.
Awesome.
Gordon, you're up.
Gordon's gonna sort of look at the trolls outside and everything happening, and he's gonna look back at Jonathan and sort of very hesitantly approach and like maybe put like a hand on his shoulder and just like, Jonathan, is this a memory? Is this happening? Can you control this? Are you okay?
Sorry.
He cries when you say that, and when you say all that stuff to him and confuses him, he pushes your hand off him and he runs out and he runs down to the left of the cave.
Num. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dan.
All right. I load up a troll punch.
Yeah.
Troll punch. Go for it.
21.
Nice. That is a hit.
And yeah, 11 damage.
11 damage. You go up to him, you punch him from behind. You see the guards come in, and the guards come in and start slicing him down. That one troll that you guys got down on the floor is hurt pretty bad. 2 mage comes over and to help out. Roll for d20 for me, please. 2 mage. 9. So 2 mage comes over and he's like, I don't know what to do. He tries to like swing. I'm not really a fist kind of guy. So you know, you have a roll one more time for Lump.
18.
18. Lump goes, oh! He jumps on top of him, and Lump is like suffocating him, and the guy's like throwing Lump around, like they're going around the whole room. The guys, all of a sudden you see the guys coming out, I was saying before, they put their swords basically into him, they take the one that was down on the floor, take him out, and you see Farmer, who, as you recognize, Tom, goes up, and here it comes. What do you think he rolls, guys? Natural 20. He goes up, jumps up, and then falls down and drop, and the head comes off. And you see he runs over, and like walks over, looks at you guys, and like he sees like enraged. He walks over to like the torch and just walks back and throws the torch on him and burns him. And he goes, "We're gonna kill all of them." And he walks down. And Stagmon looks at all of them and looks at you and kind of moves on. That is where we're gonna stop.
Oh, man.
Right there.
What is happening?
Super Pharma.
This is
Awesome.
so crazy.
I have a theory about what is happening. I'll talk about in Dungeon Talk after the show.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Tom.
2 mage, actually, before we stop, 2 mage turns to you, Gordon, and he says, "You should give me the rose now. I believe we are close enough. Are you ready?"
Okay, yep. I don't want it anymore.
I don't want any of this.
He goes over to you, and he's starting to cast a spell, and he seems he's having a lot of difficulty trying to cast it. And he sees like, you see him kind of trying to like dig deep and try to get out of whatever you guys are in. He does it again, and then finally, the rose appears in his hand. The magic kicks you out of the dungeon, and you're outside.
Oh, him?
And, yes, of Gordon.
Okay.
And that is the end of your story with us, Gordon.
Awesome job, Gordon.
God, Gordon.
Good luck.
Oh man.
Adrian Cowles, thank you so much for playing with us. You have absolutely one of the. I think it's awesome and unique, interesting, and how we got you into the story, and then you've had a weird ride that seems to be the most adventurous and crazy thing for a character that didn't want to go on any kind of adventure. Just wanted to live his life. He just wants
Thank
to.
you very much for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We loved having you. Thank you so much for coming on. Anything you want to promote?
Playing, man.
Yeah.
Anything you want to promote for yourself?
Nah. Whatever. Just. No. I don't know. Yeah, if you go to Instagram and there's Dungeons and Dragons memes that you like, I probably made a couple of them, and that's fine. Actually, I looked on the Audio Dungeon Facebook page, and there are like 4 of mine. From
Awesome.
Like,
Awesome.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
That's
the
right.
internet's weird. Which is why I'm here. But no, yeah, whatever.
Cool.
I had a lot of fun.
Do you tag your own memes?
Hmm?
Do you tag your own memes or you just make them up?
I should make them up.
Okay.
People put watermarks, and I'm like, why?
If you ever do it and you tag them, give it to us. We'll absolutely just put them up instead of just stealing them from you.
Something like that. Will too. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. And for anyone who didn't get it, what is the exact page on Instagram?
It's Dungeons and Dragons and memes with underscores in between. So
got it. And it's all N's, ANDS. Right? So AND. Awesome.